Hello everybody, welcome back to another dicondissectional production hosted by Deathstroke9. Today we're going to be reacting to Jethro Tull's War Child. Now before we just jump right into it, I want to say that the version of the album that we're doing is the remastered version, which is basically a re-release of the album. So this album came out in 1974, I think. I just looked it up, and I think it's 1974. And the original album had 10 tracks on it. However, in 2002, they re-released it with better mixing, and a bunch of unreleased songs were included on the album, bringing the total number of tracks up to 17. And that's the one that we're going to be checking out, because that's what's on their YouTube page as their official, as the official album. So, yeah. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm very excited to finally be getting back to Jethro Tull, and I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to structure these videos. I think I'm going to do 5 tracks, then do the lyrics for those 5 tracks, 5 tracks, repeat, and then the final 7 tracks altogether for a total of 3 videos. All right. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, let's. So thank you very much for joining me for part 1 of Jethro Tull's War Child. Here we go, starting with the title track, War Child. 3, 2, 1.
Another cup of tea, dear?
No. I better go, actually. I'm going to be late for the office.
Take you down to that bright city mile, there to powder your sweet face and paint on a smile. Show all of the
YouTube's being weird. Apologies. I'm gonna rewind it and
face and paint on a smile that will show all of the pleasures and none of the pain when you join my explosion and play with my games. Hello. No unconditional surrender, no armistice day. Each night I'll die in my contentment,
love the drumming.
and the lie in your grave, while you bring me water and I give you wine. Let me dance in your tea
imagery that song created. Very evocative. Seeing like a seedy city. But that city has some problems. We've got a war going on. And this person is just dancing the night away while bombs are falling from the sky. Let's continue.
River and the tide has turned too late, so we're sailing for another shore where some other ladies wait to throw us silken whispers, catch us by the anchor chains. But we all laugh so politely and we sail on just the same. For Queen and the country in the long dying day, and it's been this way for 5 long years since we signed our souls away. We bring back gold and ivory, rings of diamond, strings of pearls, make presents to the government so they can have their social world. With Queen and the country in the long dying day, and it's been this way for 5 long years since we signed our souls away. Aha! For Queen and the country in the long dying day, and it's been this way for 5 long years since we signed our souls away. They build schools and they build factories with the spoils of battles won, and we remain that pretty safe boys, hold our heads up to the gun. Of Queen and country in the long dying day, and it's been this way for 5 long years since we signed our souls away. So Queen and country in the long dying day, and it's been this way for 5 long years since we signed our souls away. So Queen and country in the long dying day, and it's been this way for
I
5
love the use of strings on this album so far, and the bass. Holy cow, on that track for Queen and Country, bass is incredible. All right, next track is Ladies. Ladies. I like that. There she is.
Ladies of legend, with their eyes on the back roads, all looking for strangers to whom they extend welcomes with a smile and a glimpse of pink knees and elbows, of satin and velvet, good ladies, good fortune. Ladies, their hearers of solitary soldiers invested in good health and manner most charming, whose favors are numbered, nonetheless well intended by hours in a minute, by those ladies who bless them. Lady,
It's fading out. Dang it. That was a very pretty track. Loved that ending crescendo. Wish it had gone on longer.
Avec un sucre.
Say what?
in and out of the front
Right, backdoor
door
angels.
and 12
Interesting name.
backdoor angels. Their hair was a golden brown. They didn't see me wink my eye. To set they put we men to sleep with just a whisper and touch the hands of dying dogs and make them linger. They carry their candles high and they light the dark hours and sweep all the country clean with pressed and scented wildflowers.
What is that? Was it?
They grow all their roses red and paint our skies blue.
Painting
Drop
roses.
one penny in every second bowl. Make half the beggars lose. Why do the faithful have such a will to believe in something and call it the name they choose, having chosen nothing?
That was awesome.
Think I'll sit down and invent some fool, some grand court jester. And next time the die is cast, he'll throw a 6 or 2 in and out of the back door ran one front door angel. Her hair was a golden brown. She smiled and I think she winked her eye.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3.
Over the mountains and under the sky, riding dirty grey horses go you and I, mating with chance, copulating with mirth, the sad glad paymasters for what it's worth. The ice cream castles are refrigerated, the supermarket days are on parade. There's a golden handshake hanging around your neck as you light your cigarette on the burning deck. And you balance your world on the tip of your nose like a sea lion with a ball at the carnival. You wear a shiny skin and a funny hat. The almighty animal trainer lets us go at that. You bark ever so slightly at the trainer's gun, with your whiskers melting in the noonday sun. You flip and you flop under the big white top, where the long-legged ringmistress starts and stops. But you know after all the act is wearing thin, as the crowd grow uneasy and the booze begin. But you balance your world on the tip of your nose. You're a sea lion with a ball at the carnival. Just a trace of pride upon our fixed grins, for there is no business like the show we're in. There is no reason, no rhyme, no right to leave the circus till we've said goodnight. The same performance in the same old way. It's the same old story to this passion play. So we shoot the moon and hope to call a tune and make no pincushion of this big balloon. Look how we balance the world on the tips of our noses like sea lions with a ball at the carnival.
Love that progression.
Would you like another cup of tea, dear?
I would love one, thanks. All right. So we're gonna take a quick break to go through the lyrics, and also I want to give some initial opinions. So first of all, I really like how this is getting set up. The very opening track made me think of we're like in a city, and as it's gone on, this album so far has had a lot of world building. It feels like, although a lot of their albums do that, especially like a Passion Play did that a lot. but this one definitely has it as well. And this one also has a lot of personality. Like Ian Anderson's doing a lot of interesting vocal work that is it just makes me smile, and I like it. Yeah. Also, I will mention that this album has gotten significantly better with each song. Like by far, my favorite tracks on this so far have been Backdoor Angels and Sea Lion, and then Ladies was really pretty. Backdoor Angels. I mean, I listen to Jethro Tull, like the stuff I've already heard, pretty regularly, and already Backdoor Angels would be high on my list of favorite Tull songs. I don't know what time signature it's in, but whatever it is, it kept throwing me off and kept me interested and was like, ooh, what's gonna happen next? And they kept like faking me out with ending the song and then going into another solo. Was awesome. Just like a Passion Play, I think also had this, where there's more. They're adding more diverse instrumentation to their compositions, by which I mean lots of different types of instruments. We've got strings. I think there was saxophone in there somewhere, or some similar instrument. Yeah, so I'm quite enjoying it so far. In fact, I want to get back to it, so let's go over the lyrics real quick. First, we have War Child. I'll take you down to that bright city mile, there to powder your sweet face and paint on a smile that will show all of the pleasures and none of the pain when you join my explosion and play with my games. War Child, dance the days and dance the nights away. No unconditional surrender, no armistice day. Each night I'll die in my contentment and lie by your grave. While you bring me water and I give you wine, let me dance in your teacup and you shall swim in mine. Open your windows and I'll walk through your doors. Let me live in your country, let me sleep by your shores. War Child, dance the days and the nights away. So yeah, this record, the album prominently features Dee Palmer's string orchestration across an eclectic musical set, with the band members, as the two predecessor albums, playing a multitude of instruments. The music is lighter and more whimsical than the dark A Passion Play, with hints of comedy in the lyrics and the music structure, although the lyrics still unleash lashing critiques of established society, as in Queen and Country and Bungle in the Jungle, Religion, Two Fingers, and Critics Only Solitaire, which we haven't gotten all that yet. This was originally meant to accompany a film project, and the album was planned as a double album set. It was reinstated as a 10-song single-length rock album after failed attempts to find a major movie studio to finance the film. That sucks. The War Child movie was written as a metaphysical black comedy concerning a teenage girl in the afterlife meeting characters based on God, St. Peter, and Lucifer, portrayed as shrewd businessmen. Notable British actor Leonard Rossiter was to have been featured. Margot Fonteyn was to have choreographed, and Monty Python veteran John Cleese was penciled in as humor consultant. That would have been really cool. Much of this music is derived from past recording sessions of the band as well. So I'm actually not entirely certain how to interpret the lyrics to this. It sounds sinister. Like, it sounds like on the surface we've got this person trying to coax you into, wasting away your days while the bombs are literally dropping around you. And I would say that the instrumentation would accompany that theory. I will show you the pleasures and hide the pain from you. Join in on my explosion and play with my games. Yeah. So the War Child dances the days away. Then Queen and Country. The wind is on the river and the tide has turned too late. So we're sailing for another shore where some other ladies wait to throw us silken whispers and catch us by the anchor chains. But we all laugh so politely and we sail on just the same. For Queen and Country in the long dying day, and it's been this way for 5 long years since we signed our souls away. We bring back gold and ivory, rings of diamonds, strings of pearls, make presents to the government so they can have their social whirl. With queen and country in the long dying day, it's been this way for 5 long years since we signed our souls away. They build schools and they build factories with the spoils of battles won, and we remain their pretty sailor boys, hold our heads up to the gun. Dang. Yeah, this one seems like it's a bit of a critique. It's a little angry, kind of sarcastic. Something I love about Jethro Tull is their social commentary and political commentary that they sometimes have, and Anderson's sense of dark humor, and I like it. The witticism, if you will, within their lyrics is great. Then we have ladies. So pivoting off the fact that he said we're going to go see some other ladies, he goes into this track where we have they go into this track. Ladies of leisure with their eyes on the back roads, all looking for strangers to whom they extend welcomes. With a smile and a glimpse of pink knees and elbows, of satin and velvet, good ladies, good fortune ladies, and they sing of their heroes of solitary soldiers invested in good health and manner most charming, whose favors are numbered, none the less well intended, by hours and a minute, by those ladies who bless them. Whose favors are numbered by hours in a minute. What a great line. Whose favors are numbered, none the less well intended. Wow. Sing of their heroes. So they're not very good heroes then, obviously. Their eyes on the back roads. They're looking for strangers. Yeah. Alrighty then. Again, the songs seem to be setting up the personality of this location that the songs seem to be taking place in. Like I can hear the soulful jazz music playing in the background right at the beginning, you know, on the sax, and it evokes. What did it make me think? It made me think of Taxi Driver a little bit. That's what it made me think of. That was the immediate, like in those shots where he's just driving along and it's got that beautiful score in the background. Then we have Backdoor Angels. I have no idea what these lyrics might mean, but let's see. I didn't hear all of them. So, in and out of the front door ran 12 backdoor angels. Their hair was a gold. I wonder if the 12 number is a reference to something biblical, seeing as they intended to make a film to go with it that had to do with God and St. Peter and Lucifer. Anyway, in and out of the front door ran 12 backdoor angels. Their hair was golden brown. And they didn't see me wink my eye. Tis, said they, put we men to sleep with just a whisper, and touch the heads of dying dogs and make them linger. They carry their candles high, they light the dark hours, and sweep all the country clean with pressed and scented wildflowers. Very pretty. They grow all their roses red, and paint our skies blue. Drop 1 penny in every second bowl, making half the beggars lose. Why do the faithful have such a will to believe in something, and call it the name they chose, having chosen nothing? I think I'll sit down and invent some fool, some grand court jester, and next time the die is cast, he'll throw a 6 or a 2. In and out of the back door ran 1 front door angel. Her hair was golden brown. She smiled, and I think she winked her eye. There's a few different things that in the second part it made me think of both politicians, you know, drop 1 penny in every second bowl, making half the beggars lose. But it also made me think of a lot of, you know, religion, which is a reoccurring theme in a lot of Tull's lyrics. So it could have to do with that, especially since it's called the Backdoor Angels. And he says, so then it's like, it could be, I think I'll sit down and invent some grand court jester who, anytime the die is cast, I'll just pin the blame on chance and on him. In this case, the grand court jester being God. Not certain, though. In and out of the back door ran one front door angel. I like all the imagery that these, like I've said a couple of times now, that the songs bring to my mind. He's good at painting a picture with his lyrics. Over the mountains and under the sky, riding dirty gray horses go you and I, mating with chance, copulating with mirth. Copulating, yeah. The sad, glad paymasters for what it's worth. The ice cream castles are refrigerated. The supermarketeers are on parade. The marketeers. There's a golden handshake hanging around your neck as you light your cigarette on the burning deck. This could be a reference to the poem Casabianca by Felicia Dorothy Hemans, which was required reading and memorization for many years in English and Scottish schools. The first line, the most famous, goes, "The boy stood on the burning deck whence all but he had fled." The poem describes the son of a naval commander, either 10, 12, or 13, who stands alone on a burning ship awaiting orders from his father to leave his post. Unaware that his father has already died, the boy stays faithfully at his post until the fire catches the ship's magazine and explodes, killing him. The poem was often taught with the intended moral of how noble and virtuous the child's sacrifice was, as he didn't forsake his duty even at the cost of his own life. What an interesting story and moral. I got a different moral from that, but anyway. The lyrical allusion here, however, changes the meaning and the reading of the poem. In the original poem, the child stands nobly upon the burning ship, calling repeatedly for his father to relieve him. In Anderson's version, however, the child upon the deck lights a cigarette with the fire growing around him. This seems to imply a certain resignation, a surrender to death. The boy doesn't struggle or call out, but merely relaxes and awaits the end. And in the context of the song, all about how the modern world is a delicate balancing act, this could be a way of referencing the idea that when you finally reach the end and realize you don't have to balance your world on the tip of your nose, there's a sense of grim relief that the long struggle is over and an acceptance at the end. And this is why I like Genius.com. You know, like a lot of times when I read lyrics for the first time, I can make I can kind of form a couple of ideas about what I think they're about. But lyrics like these a lot of times take a lot of study. And I'll go back and re-listen to stuff that I want to really get deep into the lyrics of. But a video of me reading stuff and cross-referencing stuff and not talking for hours of time probably wouldn't be very interesting. So yeah, I appreciate that Genius.com has people kind of filling in a couple blanks, even if a lot of it's just extrapolation. A lot of it is just speculation. I like that interpretation, and it's cool to hear other people's interpretations. Anyway, to continue. You balance your world on the tip of your nose like a sea lion with a ball at a carnival. You wear a shiny skin and a funny hat. The almighty animal trainer lets it go at that. So we've got the Grand Court Jester and the Almighty Animal Trainer, which in both cases have been all, the first letters have been capitalized, which would signify that they're like an important character, right? Lets it go at that. You bark ever so slightly at the trainer's gun with your whiskers melting in the noonday sun. You flip and you flop under the big white top where the long-legged ring mistress starts and stops. But you know after all that the act is wearing thin as the crowd grows easy and boos begin, but you balance your world on the tip of your nose, you're a sea lion with a ball at the carnival. Just a trace of pride upon our fixed grins, for there is no business like the show we're in, there is no... Now this seems like it's them, Jethro Tull, talking about their own place in the music or the entertainment industry. There is no business like the show we're in, there is no reason, no rhyme, and no right to leave the circus till we've said goodnight. Don't stop dancing till the show's done, you know? The show must go on, if you will. The same performance in the same old way. It's the same old story to this passion play. They did reference passion play. Awesome. So we'll shoot the moon and hope to call the tune and make no pincushion of this big balloon. Look how we balance the world on the tips of our noses like sea lions with a ball at the carnival. Make no pincushion of this big balloon. We'll shoot for the moon, hope to call the tune, and make no pincushion of this big balloon. What an incredible line that is. The delicate balancing act. No pincushion of the big balloon. Love that. All right, those are all the songs that we got to so far. So that is part 1 of 3 out of Jethro Tull's War Child. This ended up being 40 minutes long. Jeez. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you guys in part 2, which I'm going to start recording now. So bye. Thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and stay tuned for more videos.